It's been a while since I touched this game. Well, touched it live. Because the thing is, I grinded levels. That's what it was. That's it. Oh, it gives you the fear resist. Momentum. Let's take a look at the stats of the three people I'm gonna be using. Rosh. Eric. Anyway, moving on. Oh. Oh boy.
Don't let up. They're here.
Oh yeah, I maxed. Oh, okay, I maxed out 2 of 3.
It's the enemy.
Is it? Is it the enemy?
It's the enemy.
We can't lose.
Come on.
Ugh, what a pain.
Come on.
I found them.
There it is.
What a formidable foe.
It's okay.
Leave it to me.
It's make or break time.
What's its weakness?
Well, that's a mission. It has no weakness. Amuse us. Dollar. When was it? Lower the defense.
I want to help too.
6 turns, huh?
How about this? This'll leave a mark.
There.
Take this.
Leave it to me. Frost.
I got out.
Concentrate.
This'll leave a mark. Take this. This'll leave a mark.
There.
Ragnarok. Okay. Is it trying to do something? Because I can't tell, to be honest.
How about this?
Halfway.
Here I come.
What strike? Graveyard. It's not doing as much. I guess because I took their speed up. So I have a better chance. I did take some of their speeds up. Self-grind. Okay, there it is. That's the damage I was looking for.
This.
You won't
He's,
escape.
he's doing it now.
Here I come.
Hmm. Uh-oh.
I want to help too.
Here I come.
There.
Here I come.
Keep up. We did it!
It's finally over.
Wow, we did it. We did.
In good health, I trust.
We did it. We beat those pretty much one of the most dangerous monsters in the game. That means it's time. It's time to finish. I didn't know it could appear. I thought it could only appear on the higher floors, not these. And the dark floors. Wow, that's a scary thing. Trade. Items. No. Specialty. No. Oh. There you go. Oh. Wow. So much more expensive than Survival. Break command. It's a support. Are there Marco can wear that? Hmm. Oh. Oh, there's stock weapon. Yeah, but the Radiant Historia is much more ground scale. Hmm. A memento ring. Oh, thanks. Give me defiance against fear. All I want. I think I've been doing this whole time. Alright. Alright.
Your backstop.
Shall we?
So with that, we could go to the final chapter, right? We've done everything.
Let's.
Make sure. Yeah. Yeah, this is complete. Oh boy. Oh. I'm gonna use it. Continue it. I should continue it.
Just in case.
Yep. This is it. The epilogue. The ending chapter. Historia.
You fool. Why did you think I gave you the power to fight your fate with the White Chronicle? You greatly disappoint me. Ice, I need to request a favor. What, pray tell, would you ask of me after all that's happened? Please, listen to me. I need your aid in eliminating the cause of Vancour's troubles. The cause, you say? You know well the tragedy that occurred in the Empire ages ago, and the ritual born out of it. Well, my plan will end any need for us to perform that ritual. That's what you've always wanted, isn't it? Tell me more. So, you hope to root out the problem from its source? Yes. I need your cooperation. Please lend me your aid, Heiss. We were enemies but moments ago, yet now you ask for my help. You truly are a precocious boy. Thanks to you, Heiss. You gave me the White Chronicle, and the power to overcome fate. Fair enough. Let's talk outside. Stock, you're back. And Heiss too? Hold on, Rosh. Listen to me. We need Heiss fighting alongside us for what's about to come. What's about to come?
Isn't the princess already going to perform the ritual and fix everything?
Not this time.
No. We're going to create a world where we no longer need the ritual's power.
Sounds good. But, what are we doing exactly? Allow me to explain.
Nemesia? What are you doing here?
It's nice to meet you all. My name is Nemesia. Stock has been helping me out, and we've almost met our goal.
In other words, you know how to solve the desertification at its source?
That's correct. Through a series of Thaumatech experiments, the Empire of Old created a monster. Like a black hole, this temporal beast drains the mana around it. It is known as the Singularity.
So you're saying this singularity is sucking up all the mana? Wait, that's what's causing the desertification?
Correct. But the Empire couldn't contain the monster they made. Thus, the ritual of flux was used to suppress its powers. That's what the ritual was all this time? I was told its purpose was to heal the Earth. To think this was the truth of the matter.
I'm beginning to see the big picture here. The means of defeating this temporal beast have only recently come to light, yes?
Bingo. But doing so requires all 3 magical tomes. Stock's White Chronicle, Heiss's Black Chronicle, and I'll need everyone's help to restore my Red Chronicle.
I'm asking as well. Please, assist us in putting an end to this tragedy once and for all.
Yes. Even I no longer wish to perform such a grievous ritual.
No need to ask twice. We're all here to help Stock out.
That's right. We'll fight by your side to the very end.
Thanks, you guys. And you, Heiss? Will you offer us your strength? If it puts an end to this tragedy, then so I shall. All right, it's settled then. Let's immediately... Don't get ahead of yourself now. I will cooperate, but there are other matters I must attend to. Surely you don't need me to compile the Red Chronicle.
True. We won't need your Black Chronicle until we're ready to face the Temporal Beast.
Then I vow to rendezvous with you before the final battle, at the place beyond time. Very well.
Okay, let's get to work on compiling the Red Chronicle. Follow me to the Dunamis.
Now, I wonder what he's about to do.
Wow, a boat!
It's huge!
Yeah, this is amazing!
I wouldn't have guessed you've been taking off on a ship.
Stock, you've been carrying the weight of the world all on your own, haven't you?
Yeah, how about a little trust?
Apologies. I wasn't allowed to tell anyone about this.
It's okay, Stock. We could all tell something was up.
But we had no idea it involved saving the whole continent.
I knew all along. Stock's special.
Of course. The Red One, Stock, mended relations between beast kind and humans after all.
Sounds like none of us would be here without Stock's help.
Let's leave the thanks until later, though. We still have much to do here.
Yes, we do.
Tell us what our next course of action is.
I'm gonna auto this, actually.
Like I said, I need your help repairing the Red Chronicle.
Sure, but don't you need some special know-how to deal with magical tomes like that?
Not to worry. That's where I come in. Compiling a magical tome is different from a normal book. More so with the Red Chronicle. You could say we're turning the artifacts into pages and putting them back in the right order.
What?
Just,
That sounds hard.
it is.
Maybe it's easier to grasp in practice than in theory. So let's get started. And here we are, the Chronicle's Labyrinth.
What?
It just looks like Alastel to me.
You get an F for judging a book by its cover.
So this isn't Alastel?
This is the world as it was 50 years ago.
We're in the past?
It looks like this because this chapter of the tome covers Alastel's history.
Then we can go to other places and times? Oh, that I'd like to see. I mean, wow, these magical tomes can work miracles.
Long ago, the Red Chronicle was accidentally destroyed. As its unbound pages fell, they were transformed and scattered across many possible worlds.
So, the artifacts I've been collecting were actually those transformed pages.
The Red Chronicle is a tome for exploring possible new worlds. But to recompile the pages, we'll first need to repair the damage to the spine.
How do we do that?
Simply return the collected artifacts to this material realm within the Chronicle. By doing so, we'll be recording history as we go. Be on the lookout for book sculptures and treasure chests around the labyrinth. Much like overdue library books, they have to be returned.
Oh, then.
There's a book sculpture.
Okay.
And that's a treasure chest. To accurately record history, each artifact must be put back in its corresponding passage. Once the book sculptures have all their artifacts back, the chapter will be complete. So if you're pressed for time, prioritize the book sculptures over the treasure chests.
Then we'll do the chests and books.
The book sculptures
because we have all the artifacts.
Does that mean we can ignore the chests?
We don't need them per se, but the more we fill in the blanks, the better off history will be.
All right. We'll do what we can.
Just to reiterate, we're 50 years before the present day. That's when the war between Granorg and Alistel started, so keep your wits about you. There should be 3 book sculptures. Let's look for them. Time to compile this chapter.
Yeah. So we'll go after we'll go after the chests and stuff first, then the books. Cause let's see what you got. Are we gonna be able to deal with this place? Yeah, we're fine. We're chill. Okay, we're fine. This place ain't probably that hard.
Did you really think you could beat us?
There we go.
For this book sculpture, we need this artifact.
Let's read the red flute.
Alistel was founded by a man named Noah. His knowledge of Thaumaturg turned the frigid north into a land of plenty.
Oh. Sorry, I put the system down for a minute to get a drink. This is Sam Fortress, right? Oh, what the?
Hey, I got this!
Well, that before Night didn't stand a chance. Let's try.
Leave it to me!
Okay, Seekers are a little stronger.
Well done! For this book sculpture, we need this artifact. Not long had passed since the birth of Alistel before Granorg began to covet their prosperity. Granorg's army was marching on Alistel before its declaration of war reached Noah's hand. The Sand Fortress was built to fend off the impending invasion.
Huh. A tenacity. Oh, okay. Alright, alright.
This is gonna be easy.
Are you sure about that?
I want to help too.
Well, that was underwhelming.
Whoa, why is Granite on fire? For a history lesson.
For this book sculpture, we need this artifact. Years ago, a terrible famine befell the kingdom of Granor. Noah strove to save lives with Thaumatech engineering. But the king of Granor forbade its use, dooming his subjects to sickness and starvation. And so, Noah took everyone who would follow and walked away.
Well, that would explain two things.
Looks like the path to the Hall of Binding has opened up.
The path to what?
It's where historical events are compiled and set in stone. Now, let's go fix this chapter.
Yes. Well, we can't fix it yet. There's chests here we gotta get. Are you ready? Yeah. Wait, why are we here? Why are we in Historica?
Here we are. The Hall of Binding. What do we do now?
Your next test is to face history itself.
Excuse me?
Here it comes. Heads up.
What the?
This is the history of war. Returning the chapter to the tome revive the war. History is literally repeating itself. The countless lives lost here. Their passion and pain is taking shape, crying out for blood.
Such violence.
The binder of the Chronicle must understand history's rage. Only then can you turn the page.
Very well then. Here we go.
Leave it to me. What's its weakness?
Probably nothing.
I want to help too!
Oh, okay.
Escape!
This will leave a mark.
Leave it to me! Fire!
Okay. No offense, but I think we'll be fine. good. Oh, no. Uh-oh. That's a bit concerning. Ow. Oh, because he takes 2. Yeah. Goodbye.
We've won.
One.
It's over.
Is it?
We've recorded the history of war into the magical tome, yes?
That would be correct. When famine struck 80 years ago, Noah tried to save his fellow Granorgites. But the king of Granorg forbade Thaumatek engineering, and as a result, the people suffered. Noah and his followers went north to start anew, and so the land of Alistel was born. But as Alistel grew affluent, Granorg became jealous. So it has been recorded in the tome.
So the starving citizens weren't enough? What a petty reason to finally change their minds.
Still, I can't quite grasp why Thaumatek engineering would have been forbidden.
I wonder. That question's never been answered, has it?
Not in this chapter, anyway. We have at least 2 more to go. Maybe it's on the next page. Let's keep reading and find out.
Yes, let's proceed.
Oh, hi. Marco, give us some superhero. Okay, thank you. What? Yes.
So this is the next chapter. What time period are we in now?
We're about 150 years back from the current day. The Empire is still in power, but not for long. Let's compile the chapter, shall we? For this book sculpture, we need this artifact. The Atolia wasteland was once abundant in flora, fauna, and the traffic of trade caravans. But when the desertification struck, it withered into the wasteland that you see now. The monodrain began in the Imperial City and spread outward from there.
Incoming!
For this book sculpture, we need this artifact. Once, the Empire was so powerful, it ruled over the continent. By manipulating flux, of course. The Imperial sorcerers were said to control time itself. Nothing was thought to be impossible. But that was hubris. And pride always comes before a fall. a Thaumatech experiment went terribly wrong, and the Empire doomed the world with it.
Whoops.
A quick warm-up.
Oh, it's so simple. Thanks, everybody. Three. Ah. Those? No. The bloody silence. Oh, I thought it.
That about does it.
A growth book. Boy, I haven't seen one of them in a long time. And a fruit. I've seen plenty of them in my time.
I'll kill them all!
I
I'll kill them all!
For this book sculpture, we need this artifact.
Yes. That one. That delicious one.
Back then, Prince Allium wandered the land for years, looking for a way to stop the creeping sand. But by the time he returned to the Imperial City, it was already too late to save it. Prince Allium had no choice but to abandon his ancestral home. And with what subjects he could save, he came here to found the Kingdom of Granorg.
The Hall of Binding has appeared.
Looks like the path to the Hall of Binding has opened up. Now, let's go fix this chapter.
I'll kill them all!
It's pretty clear that Granorg didn't want to do Thaumatech because it's like they knew what happened the first time they used Thaumatech. Or in the Imperial days. That's why Granorg forbade, the king forbade Noah from using Thaumatech. Because he knew it would be bad. He didn't want to, the king didn't want another incident. Like his ancestors did.
This again?
This chapter is about science. The hubris of Thaumatech and the tragedy of its consequences are trying to materialize. The binder of the Chronicle must understand history's sorrow.
We were born weighed down by that sorrow. We lived fighting every day against its rise. We won't lose that fight now. Let's go.
Oh.
Here I go!
Ooh, we get a guard boost. I don't even want to take a chance. If it does one hit, like, if it's just one, like,
Take this.
if it just does one damage, I'm just gonna be like, auto. And it does touch. It's just one hit. Disappointment all around. I think it's trying to put me in fear. Not gonna work. Yeah. It's trying to put me in fear, but it can't. Because I'm completely immune to it, pretty much. Well, almost all my characters are. Goodbye.
We've won.
Looks like it's over.
So, this chapter pertains to the desertification and the founding of Granorg.
Correct. The desertification was caused by the Empire 150 years ago in an experiment gone awry. Prince Allium wandered the continent in search of a cure, but he never found one. The Imperial City was swallowed by the sand, so he gathered his surviving subjects and fled. Allium, first king of Granorg, had two magical tomes called the Black and White Chronicles. To slow the sands, he created a ritual of flux to be performed by the royal bloodline.
Desperate times called for desperate measures.
So that's how the ritual that Heiss, Erica, and I were wrapped up in came to be.
Many royals gave their lives for the sake of that ritual. It is truly heartbreaking.
No wonder Heiss took action. He wanted to end that cycle of pain and suffering.
Hey, what kind of experiment could have caused all this anyway?
I've been wondering that myself. What was it, Nemesia?
You'll see for yourselves soon.
Well, all we can do now is keep moving.
Record of sacrifice has been added as a note. Well, all we can do is just keep going, right? It's kind of a disappointment.
We've reached the third chapter.
This is the Empire's golden age, 170 years before your time. What happened here is... You'll find out soon enough.
Very well.
Don't want to talk about it.
Shall we get started? This is the last chapter to compile. We're almost done.
She knows exactly what it is, but she's not going to talk about it. And I don't think I should talk about it too. It's better to just let the game speak for itself at this point.
For this book sculpture, we need this artifact. Thaumatek took the Empire into a golden age. Emperor Akalegia engineered a way to prolong it. That is when the most powerful of magical tomes was created, the Black Chronicle. Those who rewrite history can do no wrong. By changing the past, the Empire secured its future.
But at what cost?
For this book sculpture, we need this artifact.
You can hear it in her voice. She doesn't want it. She knows she has to face what's beyond, but doesn't want to.
For all their power, the Empire maintained friendly relations between humans and beast kind. But after the incident, a rift was formed between the races.
You speak as though the Empire were not human or beast kind. That they were a third race. That's what it sounds like. Oh yeah. There we go. Unfixed sculpture.
For this book sculpture, we need this artifact. Emperor Akalesia and Empress Lupinos had 2 children, a prince and a princess. The princess fell in love with a young Thaumatex scholar who had tutored her in sorcery. The 2 of them met here to exchange love letters, the only record of their affair. When the emperor learned his daughter loved a sorcerer, he tore them apart. As punishment, he performed an experiment on the Thaumatex scholar. It was monstrous.
Now we're in line with her story.
The Hall of Binding is open. We need to go there and fix this chapter.
If I did this right, I should get an item from this. Go.
Again? Let me guess. The binder of the Chronicle must understand history's power.
Wow, he got it right.
Wait, is that?
Nemesia.
The authors of this tragedy, Akalesia and Lupinos. The emperor and empress who conducted that evil experiment.
So that's them.
Stock, please. You need to...
Don't worry. I'll handle it.
This is not what I was expecting now. What the?
Regardless of our opponent, we shall be
What
victorious.
are they?
Hey, I got this!
I hope so. Oh. Oh, never mind. There we go. Your formation is broken. How's it gonna work? There's nothing I can do right now.
We've won.
All right.
They're finished. Did that fix the chapter?
Bingo. Now that you've restored history to its proper course, we can complete the Red Chronicle.
This sounds pretty important. Mind going over it again?
Yeah, for real.
Not at all. Allow me to summarize. Conceded from their golden age of Thaumatek, the Empire made magical tomes of great power. But Emperor Akalesia did not approve of his daughter's love for a mere Thaumatek scholar. As punishment, the scholar was experimented on and then fused with the Black Chronicle.
That's horrible.
Overwhelmed by the Chronicle's power to control time, the man's mind and body collapsed. All that remained of the scholar was a living hunger, which came to be known as the Singularity.
Huh? Then...
This temporal beast feeds on the mana of everything around it.
Then, do you mean...
That's right. It is the cause of the desertification.
And then what happened?
And
The prince and princess fought the temporal beast with their white and red chronicles. While they managed to separate the Black Chronicle from the beast, they could not end it. The monster had absorbed the Chronicle's power and could distort space and time. Faced with an immortal foe, the prince and princess had to seal it away in a temporal rift.
And what maintains that seal on the rift is the ritual of flux, the sacrifices.
The rest is history.
So that was how this continent's tragedy began.
And the only way to end it is to eliminate the Singularity.
All right, let's do this.
all this started because
Hey,
parents don't believe
What
in
is it?
love for their children. That's how this
Never
happened.
mind. Now's not the time.
They didn't want to accept
Better hurry and take care of that tome.
their own child's love for someone else.
yes, you're right.
And pretty much brought the world to ruin. Now I have to hope I did this right.
Now, let's begin. Let the shattered potential of the ages gather here once more. I am the successor of history, the binder of the Crimson Tome. All possibilities gather to me. And be restored, Red Chronicle!
Oh.
Finally, The magical tome has been repaired. Thanks to you, what once was broken and torn has been fully restored to its maximum power. I'm certain our plan will work.
Turning all the artifacts paid off in the end.
All right. Preparations are ready for our battle against the Temporal Beast.
If we achieve victory here, there will be no need for the Ritual of Flux, yes?
Correct. The ritual was made to keep the singularity in check. But a cage without a prisoner doesn't need to be maintained.
Then let's go take it down.
Ending the Temporal Beast will take all 3 magical tomes. We need the Black Chronicle.
Hey, I have a question. Why do we need all 3 of them?
Well, with the Red Chronicle complete, it has the power to control all possible worlds. We can use it to prevent the beast from escaping to another world by locking it in space. Next, the Black Chronicle will keep it from fleeing to the past by freezing it in time. Thus, it will be impossible for the singularity to jump through space and time like it used to.
I see. Using the books in tandem will let us corner our prey.
Finally, Stock. You are the key player in our game plan. Your White Chronicle will take back our future.
Right. This must be the new chapter the White Chronicle is so intent on creating. Understood. Let's reclaim our future from this monster.
The rest of you, back Stock up. Will do. Then it's time to regroup with the Black Chronicle's wielder.
There it is. We got it. A seed. Perhaps I should. The seed of possibility. That's what we want.
About the holder of the Black Chronicle, Heis. To meet him.
A special place, accessible only to wielders of the magical tome. I'll be heading there alone.
Wait a tick, Stock. I think we should all go together.
But
Don't worry. With the Red Chronicle fully restored, taking everyone to Historia is elementary. And if you'd been taking notes, you know the Dunamis was made with the Red Chronicle's power. So without further ado, Thaumatech Energy, max power! Dunamis, set sail!
I thought I'd never see the day when someone found a way to stop that temporal beast.
Ah, the time has come for our wish. Prince Allium's wish. To finally be thrust into reality.
so you knew about all of this?
Of course, we are the Guardians of Historia, after all.
Until now, all our attempts at saving Vancour were made while leaving the monster of time be. After all, that was the only path we could take against an all-consuming force like that.
But now that the Red Chronicle is complete, it can finally be defeated.
I suppose the meddlesome nature of my dear boy Ernst came to bear fruit in the end.
Speaking of whom...
Whoa. Or inside the book. Pretty much.
Wowie! I've never seen anything like this before.
So this is what the flow of time itself looks like.
Yep.
Surprised? This space exists outside the past, the present, and the future. Welcome to Historia, a world that oversees all the timelines in history.
Even I've never seen it like this.
You mean that's literally history below us?
That's right. Minor though each event may be, they connect to form the whole of history.
So, somewhere down there is when you and I first met?
Of course. That was the day Heist called me into his office.
What about me? Do you remember how we met?
Absolutely. You were traveling with Vanos. Though, you could also say our first meeting was in Celestia as well.
That's weird. I've never been to Celestia with you.
You have in one of the possible histories. I ran into both you and Gavka there.
I was there as well. I always had this feeling that we'd met before. I suppose we really did, in another world.
All the possibilities connect in some way. And that's how we've all grown to be so close today.
Yes.
Land ho! We're almost at the center of Historia.
In the Sea of Time. Did you break the ship?
Are you ready for this, Heist? Indeed I am. Still, how nostalgic this is. Off on another adventure with my dear boy. This is a dangerous one, though. Failure means certain death. It wouldn't be very adventurous otherwise, now would it?
Lipti, Tio, a long time no see.
A long time indeed. It seems the Red Chronicle was fixed.
Correct. And it's all thanks to Stock and his friends. So you will finally be going to him then. It'll be the final voyage of the Dunamis. Now, please connect us to the Vault of Time.
What? You mean he's been there the whole time?
We wish you all a bright future.
Here we are. These are the Vault of Time's fringes, a world where time itself has perished. This dead space is where Allium and I confine the singularity.
I can sense the flow of mana. Fascinating. So this is how it was being drained.
Even I'm getting bad vibes here.
Indeed. It's releasing an evil chi, but we can't let its power swallow us.
It's okay. We're big and strong. We'll take it down, no problem.
By the by, I do hope you have an actual plan.
But of course, we cannot fight the temporal beast if we can't keep track of when and where it is. So while I use my chronicle to trap it in one world, you keep it from jumping through time.
I see. And the White Chronicle will reclaim the future closed off by the temporal beast, yes?
Spot on. You get a gold star. Does everyone understand the roles of the magic tomes now?
Yes. Mind you, using the Black Chronicle on anything other than myself is no small feat. Therefore, I won't be able to lend my direct assistance. That's all right. We each have our roles to accomplish. I only ask that you accomplish yours. Ha! Cheeky as ever.
Rest is up to you, Stock.
Right. I'll give it everything I have.
you sure about this?
Come again?
You've been trying to hide it, but I can tell. The truth is, you don't really want to fight him, do you?
What's that supposed to mean?
Nemesia, please.
I have to agree. We've come this far, Nemesia. We deserve to know the truth. The closer we get to our goal, the more troubled you seem to be. Why are you so hesitant?
That's a big F for you two. And a red X. Why do you have to bring that up now?
I noticed the same thing, Nemesia. Every time you talk about that monster, you get this sad, distant look in your eyes. We want to know the truth. The monster we're about to fight. Is it who I think it is?
I was hoping no one noticed. But there's no fooling you. Yes, Rainy. You're spot on. The Thaumatex scholar was named Rodon. And his lover...
Was you, Princess Nemesia.
Whoa, whoa! Then the monster we'll be killing is your...
No. How could this be?
I understand, Nemesia. You kept this from us so our resolves would stay firm. But this burden isn't one you should carry alone. We're here to help you through it.
It hurt. It hurt so much. I couldn't live with the pain. I promised I'd save Rodon, no matter what it took. But I couldn't even find him, let alone help him. Saving the world is important, but all I really wanted was to put Rodon out of his misery.
Nemesia.
That's the real reason I made you do this. I just couldn't watch my love suffer anymore. I selfishly dragged you into it because I couldn't do it alone.
Thank you.
Huh?
I'm glad you finally expressed how you truly feel.
Stock.
It's natural to think of love first, even if it means putting Vancour second.
Yeah, Stock's right. Doesn't it feel like you can fight even harder when you have someone special in mind?
I must agree. One strength of emotion is the driving force behind all causes.
You got that right.
We promise you, Nemesia. We'll defeat the Singularity. For Rodon.
Yeah, we'll beat it for sure.
You can depend on my strength as well.
Me too! Me too!
Stock. Everyone. Thank you.
Wow. Yep, we got it. So now we have I think we have the pieces to get the true ending.